Amazon is transforming itself from seller to creator. It is producing original movies and television shows. The series that represents Amazon's emerging new identity is Transparent. The show made Amazon the first digital streaming service to win a Golden Globe Award for Best TV Series. Jeffrey Tambor plays a family patriarch who comes out as transgender. He also won a Golden Globe.
I'm sorry, Dad. I'm sorry. I'm just trying. Can you just help me out here? Are you saying that you're going to start dressing up like a lady all the time?
Honey, all my life, my whole life, I've been dressing up like a man. This is me.
Transparent's creator Jill Soloway last month was among the Golden Globe recipients. Her acceptance speech included a tribute to her father. He made a similar revelation that inspired the series. We are pleased to welcome Jill Soloway, Jeffrey Tambor, and Amazon CEO Jeff Bezos. Good morning.
Good morning.
So take us from that speech and creating this series and getting Jeffrey and presenting this to Jeff's team at Amazon. So
yeah,
it actually series everybody's talking about
went amazingly quickly, which I think is a tribute to the way they do business at Amazon. In the TV business, I've been sort of hustling for 10, 15 years, and things really take forever. And from the moment I pitched the show to them until this moment was probably only a couple of years. We made the pilot, they put their pilots up online, people loved it. Made the series, people watched it, loved it, and we were very quickly ordered for the next season. It's kind of amazing how quickly things have gone.
Why are you in the TV business?
Well, we have this thing called Amazon Prime, and it started out as a kind of a shipping program. So people get fast shipping. They pay, it's kind of unlimited all-you-can-eat shipping for one annual price. And a few years ago, we started adding video streaming to it. And then we started doing original content. And so it's just sort of, one foot in front of the other, Charlie. We started out in books. And what we're finding is that, it's so fun for us to just do another kind of storytelling, which is this original content. And Transparent is the, amazing example of it.
It really is amazing, Jeffrey Tambor. I was so excited to talk to you because what you do on that screen to me is so amazing. And when you looked at that script, did you have trepidation about doing it? And I'm wondering people's reactions to you in this role.
I think I made my decision in 15 minutes. I got off the plane. I was here to do a talk show in LA, and in 15 minutes, I threw myself at these people. It's the role of my life. I'm 70 years old, and these roles don't come along. And as we were talking, people come up to me on the street now and want to talk about the show. There's usually a tripartite reaction. One, I didn't know what to think of the show, which I think is code for the transgender issue, or it could be, I don't know if I'm cool with you being in that role.
Yes.
It could be. And two, that they love it. And three, they stop and tell me a story, either about the transgender community or, more important, their own family and how they relate to this family. Because down and dirty, this family is about will you still love me? Will you still be there if I change?
Isn't that the beauty of television and entertainment in so many ways? I loved what you said in your acceptance speech when you said, this is much bigger than me.
We kept doing that all year. All year. We would just turn to each other and say, this is so big.
Yeah.
So big.
But Jill, taking your own personal story, could you just give us a little background about that and how you decided, I want to share this story with everybody else? Because it still makes a lot of people uncomfortable.
Yes, well, I had been working in the TV business for maybe 10 or 15 years and kind of hitting that ceiling in terms of finding out what my own story was. I was working on other people's shows, Grey's Anatomy, 6 Feet Under, United States of Terra, and my parent came out about 4 years ago.
Your
and
dad?
Yes, my parent. I say my parent because my dad would be who they were before. Of course, my first reaction was one of love and support, and you're so brave, and I'm so proud of you. And shortly after, it occurred to me that this was going to be the show that I was going to make, and things just sort of rolled. It was always Jeffrey. Jeffrey reminds me so much of my parent. There was no other person I ever wanted to play Jeffrey. And things just kind of came together in this way that really does make it feel like it's part of this moment, this zeitgeist where transness is really finally having...
But it is a talk to of Amazon, Jeff. Yesterday we had a guy, the author of Bold, and he said this about you. That Jeff Bezos has always thought big, that even brushing his teeth, he wanted to optimize his time. That Jeff Bezos is not interested in small shifts or polite progress. He wants to affect change on a massive scale. Is that what you're setting out to do?
First of all, my dentist is not happy about that.
I thought it was telling about
what
you,
we're
Jeff.
trying to do, every time we do something, we don't want to do it me too. We'd like to do some wrinkle on it, some improvement, something that customers have a chance of really responding to. And so, you know, Transparent is a perfect example. When the team decided to go ahead with the full season, you know, we were very aware that this was a topic that would make some people uncomfortable, but it's also an important topic, and it's one that we had a lot of passion for, and it's one that we could see. There are two ways to go about deciding whether to make a show. You can ask yourself, how many millions of people are going to watch this show? I think that leads you into corners that aren't interesting. Or you can say, you know, is the creator of this show incredibly passionate about this topic?
Yes.
Is the creator of this show one of the world's great storytellers? Can they assemble a cast to make this thing come to life? You know, and so if you're asking that, if you're saying, you know, can we build something truly remarkable? I think remarkable storytelling always finds an audience.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
As you know, Jeff, there's always controversy about Amazon because your emphasis on growth and plowing profits back. And so people say, how long can he go without having profits? Although there's a recent announcement on that. Take a look at what Steve Ballmer said about Amazon on my show.
I like Amazon, nice company. Well, they're in the cloud. They make no money, Charlie. In my world, you're not a real business until you make some money. I mean, I have a hard time with businesses that don't make money at some point.
Yeah.
I get it if you don't make money for 2 or 3 years.
Yeah.
But Amazon's what, 21 years old and not making money?
Well, first of all, I'm good friends with Steve. I like Steve. We have the same barber.
He now has a basketball team.
And so basically, you know, we have so many, I call it insurmountable opportunity. We have so many things that we can do because of you know, the time that we started and the change that's happening because of the internet, all that opportunity. And so we keep finding new things to invest in. But we have some great franchises that we've built over time, our e-commerce business, Amazon Prime, including Prime Instant Video, and you know, Kindle and Amazon Web Services. And then we're also always investing and looking for the next thing.
So
we're
your answer is,
investing
as long
very
as we're
heavily
investing,
in
we
video.
won't make profits because we'll always find better investments.
Well, I don't know about always. That's a long time, but you can look at it either way. You can say, you know, it's good news that Amazon continues to find areas to invest in, and one of those areas is our original content. You know, Amazon Studios is making a show of this quality level is not inexpensive, but it's worth it. It's worth it to our customers. It's worth it to our Prime members. You know, it's worth it to try to bring TV, be part of bringing TV into that new golden age, which I think is really happening.
Is one of those investments going to be Radio Shack stores to bring more home fronts for
I've
Amazon?
been reading the same articles you're reading on that, but yeah, you know, that's something I can't really comment on.
But you can comment on the idea of maybe getting into brick and mortar.
Well, we're starting in little bits and pieces. We've done some pop-up stores during the holidays, and we've just launched some college bookstores. So we're starting to do that little
and
bit
where are
here
you on
and there.
drones?
Going very well. You know something about this, Charlie, and it's the technology is going very well. The regulatory piece is going a little slower than I would have anticipated. That's going to be the long pole in the tent. We always knew that. The FAA has their hands full, I think, trying to figure out how to regulate drones.
And I might say that the drone that picked me up from my hotel was as comfortable.
Was it really comfortable?
It fit nice. Oh, yeah. And that was great.
That's
And I want to thank you for
probably
that.
his business.
No, we did that.
Anytime.
Oh.
Anytime.
And that was your drone.
Congratulations.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Jill.
Thank you.
Congratulations,
Thanks
Jeffrey.
to all
Thank
of
you.
you.
Thank
You guys are
All of you.
amazing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah.